Hey everybody, sorry I'm late. I am dealing with childcare. Hold on, please. Okay, we are on class 9 of course 14, and we are on question 1. Loan, please read.
Yes, um, halfway through the Lojong are text on developing the good heart, entitled Where of Nine. The author, Master Dharma Rashita, says that he has finally realized just who my enemy is. Who is this great enemy?
Yeah, who is this great enemy?
Self-cherishing.
Exactly, we talked about it yesterday. Read this, Mike.
He is both the tendency of self-cherishing and its immediate cause, the habit of grasping to oneself as being self-existent, or having some nature of your own independent of your projections forced upon you by your past karma.
Yep. Basically self-cherishing and um the misunderstanding that you have some self-existent self. Yep. Uh Rangchenzen is cherishing yourself, and Dangzin or Dakzin is um grasping to some self-existent self. All right. Question number 2. Kimchi, would you like to read?
Yes, hello teacher and hello everyone. Number 2, upon discovering his true enemy, Master Dharma Rashida calls on the bloodthirsty thirsty monster to destroy this enemy. He stands like a good on with spread legs, stars in hatchet with two eyes, and opens his door and shows his fence, explain the spoil.
Wait, stop. Pronounce S's. Legs, jaws, shows, his, fangs. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. Finish, please.
Yeah. Explain the simplest of each of these parts of the monster.
All right, thanks. Yeah, each part represents is symbolic of different things. You just have to memorize it. So let's just read it. Um, the two legs are a knowledge of the two truths, uh, ultimate and deceptive. The two eyes are method and wisdom, basically bodhicitta and understanding emptiness. And the fangs are the forces for purifying bad karma, are the four forces. Yeah, the four powers. Okay, cool. Number 3. Donna, you want to read?
Yes. How do you think a real fierce tantric angel, say the one called Yamari, or the Lord of Death himself, would differ in nature from this symbolic monster?
What do you think, Donna?
Um, no. Uh,
It's a how
I
question.
think
It's not yes or no. How do you think? You think they wouldn't? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, it wouldn't differ.
I say it just
I don't
depends
know.
on it. There's no real anything, so it just depends on your karma. That's
Okay.
But usually it's just gonna be your llama yelling at you. Read read this, Donna.
He is, in fact, exactly the same. The existence of a fierce angel is a projection of our own minds, forced on us by extremely powerful good deeds in the past. Good deeds like a knowledge of the two truths, and so on.
Yeah. Projection. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Picked the wrong day to be late. One second, boo boo. Okay, number 4. All right, number 4, I'll read it. Master Dharmarakshita asked this monster to help him smash the skull of his enemy who has wasted his life. He asked him to bring death to the heart of this butcher by my greatest enemy. This refrain continues throughout the remainder of the text. Whose skull is he asking to be smashed? Um, as far as the text goes, I mean, in general, the enemy is um misunderstanding, specifically yourself, and self-cherishing. Let's see. He's asking a tantric angel to help him destroy his misperceptions, which consist of the tendency to see negative events as coming from their own side, rather than a boomerang of our own bad deeds coming back to us and making us see other empty objects as unpleasant. Yeah, tokpe. Tokpe, this word. Tope means putting a concept on something. Okay, number 5. Sorry for the delays. Someone else read. Mike, read this, please.
And staying in slaying these newly recognized enemy, Mr. Dharmarakshita used the wheel of knives to cut the foe's own head. Explain just how this is done. Let me just read it.
Yes, read it. Time is an issue. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. The wheel of knives is a law of karma. The fact that what we do comes back to us during our lives in samsara, or the vicious circle of suffering. We react to negative things with negative actions, which again bring negative things to us, to be reacted to negatively, and thus we perpetuate pain. But the same principle can be used in reverse. We use method, bodhisattva activities such as giving and patience, and wisdom and understanding of emptiness to accompany these activities to collect, instead of karma, the two collections of merit and wisdom, which create the body and mind of an enlightened being.
Yeah, basically use the law of karma to help you instead of hurt you once you understand it. Thank you, Mike. Sorry we have to move a little fast. Just time. Um, Daria, would you like to read number 6?
Here, good morning. Towards the end of the Lojong, Master Dharma Rakshita says he would be willing to stay in the three lower realms if it would be of any help to a single other person. Then he described how weapons ripe, right? Yes. Up, up.
Please continue.
Mhm. Upon him by the hell grounds would turn to flowers, as did the spears of Mara, as she threw them at Lord Buddha as he sat under the Bodhi tree and reached enlightenment. It is just a metaphor.
No, it's not. It's what would happen. The question is, why would you have to see the Hell Guards at all? Maybe that is interesting to think about. A high-level bodhisattva may sincerely wish to stay in the lower realms to help others, but even this experience becomes for him or her something blissful, since their karma is so good it is forcing them to see all things as pure. Um, okay. Thank you, Daria. Hong-san, read this one, please.
Yes, teacher. The text says that life is an illusion, that it is unreal, like a face in a mirror, that it is a miracle. What reason does Master Dhamma Sita give for saying this?
Yeah. How is life an illusion? Anybody, please.
Because we're not seeing what we think we're seeing. We're not seeing a projection. Like we think we're seeing things that are out there, but we're really only that's the wrong sense powers.
Yeah, exactly. What we think we see if we don't know what we're looking at is actually a type of projection based on our past karma. All right, Hong-san, please read this.
Yes, he says that things are like an illusion because everything we see is something that happens from something else. Um, this is dependent origination, meaning in its highest sense that all the things we see around us are productions of our perceptions forced upon us by our past karma. So, although the bad things and people around us, for example, seem to exist from their own side, they are in actually produced by ourselves and can only be removed by improving our karma.
Exactly. Thank you, Hong-sung. Okay, I'll do number 8. Master Dhammarakshita says of the enemy himself that he is not there at all. He seems to be real, so very real, but nothing is real at all. Does this mean that our tendency to see things as self-existent doesn't exist at all? Uh, no, I would say that tendency is also forced on us by our bad karma. And so therefore it's also a projection that could change if we changed our karma. So it's not that it doesn't exist at all. It's just also dependently originating. Here we go. It means, of course, that the enemy does not exist from his own side. This too is something empty, something that exists only through a projection of our own forced on us by karma and can be removed when our projection shift. Yeah, exactly. Milan, do you want to read this one?
Yes. Hello, teacher.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Barely hear you.
Can you can you hear me?
Yeah, better. Please read.
Yeah. The text say that neither the first drop nor the last drop nor any of the drops in between fills a picture. How does this relate to dependent origination?
Yeah. How is that? I would say the drops themselves have no self-existent value of filling the picture. It's still only a projection. It's our projections that fill the picture. Here, read the answer.
Yes, all of the parts of the raw data of an object must be combined before we can perceive it as something and something else to init it. The projection from our own side that synthesize the object. No one of these by itself completes the picture.
Yeah, exactly. It's just data. Okay, thank you, Milan.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, number 10, I'll do. The text says that for our whole lives, we are constantly mistaken reflection of the moon in our teacup for the real moon itself. This is supposed to prove that we should do the good deeds that we should do the good deeds we should and not do the bad things that we shouldn't. What's the connection? Um, yeah, basically if everything we see is like a reflection, which is just happening due to some other force that it depends upon, and that force is the things that we're doing, then if we want to see good things in our life, we have to do good. And if we don't want to see bad things in our life, then we need to stop doing the bad. the fact that certain circumstances have come together like a little smooth patch of water in our teacup and the shining of the moon, and that this has created the appearance of the moon in the cup is applicable to all other objects, which are created by the coming together of my own projections and the raw data on which they appear. Yeah. All right, number 11. Yep. Mike, read this one, please.
Explain the following refrain from the end of the text. And so I beg you, be careful. Do those things that you should, and give up those things that you shouldn't, if only in a movie.
Yeah. Um, yeah, how are things like a movie, Mike?
Because we're only perceiving them like through the lens of our past karma. So this, I think, to me, this is like telling us how to fix it. That if like we give up the things that we shouldn't do and take up the things that we should do, that we can change, even though it is only happening in our mind.
Yeah, we're literally projecting like a movie projector. That's all. And the film, and the film is how we treated others in the past. That's it. Read this, Mike, please.
Nothing comes from its own side, and everything is the result of our projections, playing by like a movie. But this not only doesn't mean that we can do anything we want, it means that we must do what is right, because we get real experiences of pleasure or pain of the whole world through our projections.
Exactly. Okay. All right, this last question. Maria, please read.
Comment on the following lines. There is nothing you should practice. There is nothing you should give up. Strip everything of your perceptions. Leave your mind as it came from the beginning that never was. Don't confuse things by trying to understand them. Live in a place called as it is, and then you will become a high and holy being.
Here, Maria, just read the answer because time is an issue for me today. Excuse me.
There is nothing you should practice and nothing you should or could give up that comes from its own side. We should strip everything of our perceptions that they come from their own side. We should try to reach the direct perception of emptiness, where all of our ideas that things are self-existence are gone, a knowledge of the primeval state of things that has always been there. Don't confuse things by trying to understand them in a way which doesn't explain them as karma and emptiness. And during the direct perception of that emptiness, have no normal projections. Live in a place called as it is, in the sense of relating to the world by understanding how it is a production of emptiness and karma. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. All right, super powerful class. Sorry we had to rush through. I have some issues on the ground here I have to deal with. Thank you so much. That's the end of class for today. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody. Love you. Thank you, translators.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher.
You're welcome. Bye.